friends, welcome back to the garden. If you're tired of swatting at mosquitoes every time you step outside, today's video is going to be a game changer. Did you know some plants don't just look pretty, they actually keep mosquitoes far, far away. That's right, nature has its own secret weapons waiting to be planted in your yard. So stick around because I'm sharing the 10 most powerful mosquito repelling plants that you can grow right now. And trust me, you'll want to know them all before your next barbecue or evening walk in the garden. Oh, and before we dig in, if you love gardening tips that are fun, practical, and a little bit surprising, make sure to hit that subscribe button to join our growing family here at VTC Garden Tips. It's free and you'll never miss the secrets that can transform your garden into a healthier, happier place. Ready? Let's dive in. Let's start with the superstar of mosquito-fighting plants, citronella. You've probably heard of citronella candles, right? Well, that powerful scent actually comes from the citronella plant itself. The strong lemony fragrance is what makes mosquitoes hate it so much. They rely heavily on scent to find us, and citronella basically scrambles their radar. That's why it's often called the natural mosquito shield. The best part? You can grow citronella in pots or directly in your garden bed. Just make sure it gets plenty of sunlight and you'll have a natural barrier that smells fresh and clean. And here's a tip, crushing a few leaves between your fingers releases even more of that mosquito repelling oil. Rub it lightly on your arms or legs before stepping outside, and suddenly you smell wonderful to humans, but awful to mosquitoes. It's simple, safe, and way more eco-friendly than chemical sprays. Honestly, every garden should have at least one pot of citronella. Next up is one of my personal favorites, lavender. Not only is it breathtakingly beautiful with those purple blooms, but its fragrance works like magic against mosquitoes. Mosquitoes can't stand the smell of lavender. Meanwhile, most people find it calming, relaxing, even therapeutic. That's why lavender essential oil is often used for sleep and stress relief. But in the garden, it doubles as a natural mosquito repellent. Plant lavender along pathways, near seating areas, or in pots by your patio. Every time the wind brushes through, it carries that soothing scent, creating an invisible shield around your space. Here's a secret. If you dry the flowers, you can make little lavender sachets to keep indoors. They'll not only repel mosquitoes, but also moths and other pests. Plus, your home will smell heavenly. And gardeners love lavender because it's low maintenance. It thrives in full sun, doesn't need too much water, and even attracts pollinators like bees and butterflies. So while mosquitoes flee, the good insects come closer. How perfect is that? Now let's brighten things up with a splash of golden color, marigolds. These cheerful little flowers are more than just pretty faces in the garden. They're tiny warriors when it comes to pest control. Marigolds contain a compound called pyrethrum, which is actually used in many insect repellents. Mosquitoes can't stand it, and even other garden pests like aphids and whiteflies keep their distance. The beauty of marigolds is how versatile they are. You can line your vegetable beds with them, tuck them into flower borders, or grow them in pots near windows and doors. Wherever they bloom, they act like a colorful shield. And here's a fun bonus. Marigolds don't just fight mosquitoes, they also attract pollinators like bees and butterflies. So you're not only keeping pests away, but also inviting the good guys in. Plus they're super easy to grow. Full sun, a little water, and they'll bloom almost non-stop through the season. Bright, cheerful, and powerful against mosquitoes. Who wouldn't want marigolds in their garden? Up next, let's head to the herb garden with basil. Most people know basil as the star of pasta sauces and fresh salads, but did you know it's also a powerful mosquito repellent? Basil gives off a strong, spicy aroma that mosquitoes absolutely hate. Unlike many other plants, you don't even need to crush the leaves for it to work. The scent in the air is already enough to send them away. The best part? While basil keeps mosquitoes away, you get to enjoy fresh herbs right at your fingertips. Just step outside, pick a few leaves, and your dinner instantly tastes better. There are many types of basil: sweet basil, lemon basil, Thai basil, and they all work. You can grow them in pots on your windowsill, in raised beds, or mix them into your flower garden for a green, fragrant bonus. So here's the deal. A plant that flavors your food, freshens your garden, and fights mosquitoes all at once. That's what I call a must-have. Every home deserves at least one pot of basil. Now, who doesn't love the refreshing scent of peppermint? It's cool, crisp, and instantly uplifting for us, but for mosquitoes, it's a nightmare. The secret lies in the menthol oil inside peppermint leaves. This natural compound irritates mosquitoes and many other insects, making them avoid the area completely. That's why peppermint is often used in natural sprays and insect repellents. The best thing is how easy peppermint is to grow. It spreads quickly, fills up a pot or a corner of your garden, and keeps giving you fresh leaves for tea, desserts, or even homemade oils. And here's a tip: crush a handful of peppermint leaves and rub them gently on your skin. The cooling sensation feels amazing on a hot day, and mosquitoes will keep their distance. Double win. So with peppermint, you're not just planting a herb, you're planting a natural repellent, a kitchen favorite, and a refreshing treat for summer. Honestly, it's one of those plants that truly gives back more than you expect. Next on the list is rosemary, one of the most versatile herbs out there. Most of us know it as the star of roasted potatoes or grilled chicken. But it's also a natural enemy of mosquitoes. Rosemary has a strong woody fragrance that confuses mosquitoes and other pests. The oils in its leaves act as a natural deterrent, making your garden less inviting to those buzzing intruders. You can grow rosemary in pots, garden beds, or even shape it into small decorative hedges. It loves sunny spots and well-drained soil, and once it's established, it doesn't need much care. Here's a bonus trick. Toss a few sprigs of rosemary onto your barbecue grill. As they burn, the smoke not only adds incredible flavor to your food, but also keeps mosquitoes far away from your outdoor dinner. Double purpose, double benefit. Honestly, rosemary is a win-win. It flavors your meals, beautifies your garden, and protects you from mosquitoes. If you haven't planted it yet, now's the time. Coming up next is a plant that's as calming as it is powerful: lemon balm. It belongs to the mint family, so it grows quickly and spreads easily. But its secret weapon is that fresh, lemony scent. Mosquitoes absolutely hate the smell of lemon balm because the leaves are rich in citronella, the same compound found in citronella plants. Just brushing past it or crushing a leaf releases enough fragrance to make mosquitoes vanish. Lemon balm is also a wonderful herb for us humans. You can brew it into a soothing tea, use it in salads, or even infuse it into oils. Many people drink lemon balm tea before bed to relax and sleep better. Here's a tip. Since lemon balm spreads aggressively, it's best to grow it in pots or containers. That way you control its growth while still enjoying its mosquito-fighting power. A plant that keeps pests away, makes your garden smell fresh, and gives you a calming cup of tea at night. That's a triple win. Lemon balm deserves a spot in every garden. Now, let's talk about a plant that cats love but mosquitoes fear: catnip. If you've ever seen a cat roll around happily in catnip, you know how powerful this plant can be. But here's the twist. While cats adore it, mosquitoes absolutely hate it. Catnip contains a natural chemical called nepetalactone, which studies have shown to be even more effective than DEET, the main ingredient in many chemical repellents. Imagine that, a simple garden plant that outperforms synthetic sprays. Growing catnip is easy. It thrives in both pots and garden beds, and like other mint family plants, it tends to spread. So if you don't want it taking over your garden, keep it in containers. One extra tip, if you dry the leaves, you can use them in homemade sachets or sprinkle them in places you want mosquito protection. Of course, your cats might find those spots first. With catnip, you get a plant that entertains your pets, repels mosquitoes, and requires almost no effort to grow. Honestly, it's a win for everyone, except the mosquitoes. Coming in next is a plant that's as charming as it is useful, scented geraniums. With their delicate flowers and fragrant leaves, they brighten up any garden space while secretly working as mosquito fighters. The magic is in their leaves. When crushed, they release essential oils with a lemony or rosy scent depending on the variety. Mosquitoes find this smell overwhelming and will keep their distance. One of the best things about scented geraniums is how versatile they are. You can grow them in hanging baskets, window boxes, or along garden borders. They add instant color and charm while protecting you from pests. If you place them near outdoor seating areas, the light breeze will spread their fragrance, creating a natural barrier against mosquitoes. And of course, you can always rub a leaf between your fingers to release even more of that aroma. Beautiful to look at, delightful to smell, and powerful against mosquitoes, scented geraniums truly bring together the best of both worlds. And finally, let's wrap up the list with something you probably already have in your kitchen: garlic. Yes, that same garlic you use for cooking can also help keep mosquitoes away. Garlic contains sulfur compounds that mosquitoes absolutely hate. When you plant it in your garden, those natural chemicals seep into the soil and air, creating an environment mosquitoes avoid. The cool thing is that garlic protects not only you, but also your other plants. Many garden pests like aphids and beetles dislike garlic just as much as mosquitoes do. It's like giving your whole garden a natural shield. Some people even make homemade sprays by mixing crushed garlic with water and a little oil. Spray it lightly around outdoor seating areas, and mosquitoes will think twice before coming near. So, garlic is more than just a flavor booster in the kitchen. It's a hidden warrior in the garden, protecting you and your plants while still giving you those delicious cloves for cooking. And there you have it, friends, 10 amazing plants that will help you take back your yard from those pesky mosquitoes. With just a little gardening, you can create a space that's safer, healthier, and so much more enjoyable. Remember, gardening isn't only about growing food or flowers. It's about creating a little sanctuary, a place where you can relax, laugh with family, and feel closer to nature. If today's video inspired you, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to VTC Garden Tips, and ring the bell so you never miss out on more gardening secrets. I'd also love to hear from you. Have you tried any of these plants before? Which ones worked best for you? Share your experience in the comments below, because our garden community grows stronger when we share with each other. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. Until next time, may your garden be full of color, fragrance, and peace, and completely free of mosquitoes. See you soon.